And Mighty Number 9 got the hate train. It has some bad stage design choices, like no checkpoint in Shade's stage. The giant gear of destiny, and that being the only point in the game where it's relevant that you hold down to slide. Like, that should have just been outright removed. I told them that during the beta, but whatever. And of course, that was like the biggest thing everybody complained about. Like, this is such bullshit. And I mean, they're absolutely right. Lasso's getting frisky tonight. He's already frisky. The gear system in Mega Man 11. So I said this in Fastest chat, like maybe about an hour ago, because I just thought of it. And I'm kind of curious about this. The gear is supposed to make Mega Man move so fast and like get bullet time and everything else, so everything around him moves slower. How are they going to reconcile that with the Flash Stopper and similar weapons? Like, I'm kind of curious. Like, if there's going to be an in-game lore to it. I'm sure they'll just ignore it and just keep going. But I feel like you've now created this like little gap where you have to at least acknowledge that any Robot Master that has a time-stopping power is de facto using these gears. Ha! It's true. Snake Man 3 confirmed. Okay. That fight, I'm surprised by not terrible it was. The double geared tech, it's either, I was hearing that it was saying like that they worked together on it maybe, so I don't, is it Wily tech or is it is it both of them tech? Because really, like, Robot Masters as a quote-unquote species are both of them together. I mean, the run was going to count anyway, and the double play is still in order, so crowd can calm down a little bit. But that means the sack fly is also in order now. This is partially the reason why I feel like I'm like being a little more comfortable with the more comfy games lately that don't need like exact inputs. It's like I can still play this game relatively quickly, but when I start trying to like get things like this, it's stuff that fits across like a long, grueling relay race where people going for top tier strats are gonna get deaths anyway. And I tend to be able to step it up in those situations anyway. There's the home run. What is Brightman doing? I'm still not on it. He's gonna move left a little bit more. Oh no, I had it. Wow. That was a very meh Brightman fight. You see, the last time somebody mentioned Cardboard Box in the chat, I made a joke about Labo. Now we're talking about Metal Gear Solid. Could you imagine the Labo for Metal Gear? Konami needs to get on this, except Konami doesn't make video games anymore. Konami is apparently even dropping DDR. I mean, come on. That brand, how do you drop that brand? I don't know. There was like some tweet earlier today I saw. Maybe the Konami account was just being dumb. But somebody's like, hey, how about another DDR game? And they're like, what about this other game that we make that's vaguely like DDR? And it's like, that is the wrong answer. Because the answer you just gave implies no DDR. Granted, I guess it's questionable what to do if you own two DDR-esque franchises, but DDR is the DDR franchise. If you check my Twitter feed, my response to the original like set of tweets was the one like, Konami doesn't make video games anymore. Konami doesn't make games fans actually want anymore, like Contra, and I think the other one I went with was Castlevania. And you know, it's slowly coming back to me. I could have said Gambare Goemon, Gradius, so many other like great series that are Konami series. Nah, they're just gone. This feels like a good stage. Yeah, DDR, even in like the early 2000s, was an arcade like smash. Still is at like the heckin' GDQ practice room, arcade room. I think I'm a pixel too far to the left. That's the one thing that happened with my break here, is I've completely lost my eye for where to stand. Somebody better catch this. I don't know why I keep like switching to bright early there. It's because like I'm still sort of winging it instead of being focused on this game. Oh, that felt very scary. Oh, I must have flashed somewhere in there and I just completely missed it. I was like wondering, why is nobody moving? Why am I not flashing? Well, I'm still shooting lemons. I must have flashed. I'll take it. I will take it. Yeah, I'm watching the game. You were watching the game and you know exactly what happened. The Mets starter got like something. Actually, I don't know what happened. I know he left the game in the fourth. I don't know why. Everyone's presumption is that when he swung the bat and it went flying out of his hands in the top of the third, well, I guess the top of the fourth at that point, he gave himself a blister or some nonsense and became unable to continue in the baseball game. How am I losing time in the stage? That's like one of my better... I took the hit early and I held up a little bit in the lag room and it wasn't a perfect crusher. It was just a decent one. Alright, our second trip to Skull. We got to Dive Man. No, Drill Man. No, Dive Man, because he's actually Dive Man, not Drill Man. Yeah, that was decent, Dustman RNG. It's surprising that that's not the best pattern. You know that, though. I just need to announce that every time somebody says it. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be one of those skull stages where I take all the damage. Jump off your balloons. Here it comes. Oh, I saw the Evil Eddie. The little purple dude running away with what looked to be a Mega Man reference of some sort. That's my one question. Was that an actual Mega Man 5 reference on Evil Eddie's head, or is that like like a mimic chest sort of looking thing? Skullman? Skullman. What was that jump at me? I don't think I've seen him jump at me from even close to the center of the room before. Losing so much time. Bad jumps. One bit when you. Thank you for this bit. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to write this. I'm trying to figure out what this word is. Somebody's waking up. The 2-month-old wake up and grunt of yeah, except it sounds like several octaves higher is actually pretty cool. I'm not sure if that was faster or slower. No, that's like normal Legacy where we just like pile all of this stuff into it for no reason, except it's kind of fun. But the point is to have fun. I think sometime around the time where if they ever announce like when those leaderboards are going down, we have to kind of go, I feel like, and actually like record the runs. Oh! That was like, they're talking about Nemo's been hit by like a pitch again and again and again because he stands inside. That one was like an actual hit him in the back, hit by pitch, not one of these like clunkers off the wrist elbow guard. Yeah, October 2nd is the day, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry, office. I'm gonna be home today. I'm not feeling well. Yeah, but I need to have the leave for other things. That one I'm getting sick for. Cabrero's gonna bunt? If you're ever a base coach in a baseball game, is there a sign for what I'm about to do is not a sign? Because I actually do need to scratch. Because everything else is... I'm assuming at this point that all the random motions my baby is making are her attempts to tell me to bunt. He really likes bunting so far. That's what we've been able to tell. One day we will teach him that the sacrifice bunt is statistically not something you should do unless you actually are that bad of a hitter. Bunt. Baseball. Oh, okay, good. We do have the badges now. Completely forgot to turn bright on going to that room. Works out. I think that's the correct backup. Just get in the door. I keep trying to see like how far it actually is going, and I need to just go. Bunting is baseball. Baseball is awesome. Thank you, Drill Man, for jumping to the center of the room. Thanks. And the run is going. The run is going. There's a lot of meh in here. I am too, not Riley. Are we the same through Toad? That's why I need to get like Chelney's run out again, because I need to find out where Chelney is getting his 2 minutes overall. I know some of it is like a cleaner Dustman stage. Some of it is balloon strats in Bright. Some of it is Spike Slide. Some of it is doing just lots of little things a little bit cleaner. And so the trick becomes start figuring out where those little bits of time are, pick the bigger ones, and go for saving them. This room is one I need to work on. Because I'm using a second Bright and Chelney is not. Nice. We basically have the exact same time through Toad for all intents and purposes. And then we can talk about how many drill dives you have, because I had none. Well, I don't know how many I have in PB. I might have like one in PB. What a video game, right? We have to go through and count up my RNG before we can really say we have the same time. Like, I don't know. For speedrunning purposes, I hate that RNG affects time. From a gameplay perspective, I love that it's kind of random. Like, I like a little bit of randomness thrown in to spice things up. So it's not just do this, do this, do this, get the thing. Yo, the gold. I think that's because I'm feeling a little more confident about a couple of things in that stage. I mean, 1853 is not... I think I've seen 1840. But, I mean, overall, I know what you're saying. Alright. Yesterday's runs made it to... The furthest I got yesterday was the second ladder room with balloon jumps. That's a steal in a tie game. There is no defensive indifference when somebody steals on you in a tie game like this. Granted, I guess he's not the go-ahead run, so maybe they will say it's indifference. I've seen the despawn tech a little bit more. And I feel a little bit better about it, except I don't. Got the bone. Didn't get the slide. Struck him out. Yo, we did that today. I can never hit this guy with the first ring. Like, I have to wait for him to start coming down, and I'm starting to suspect that that's because I'm bad at video games. Oh my goodness, I might need to get more ring drops later now. That was bad. PB, I want to say... Is it 3 and 3 now? I think there's at least a 2 in there. I think it's 2 and 3. Gotta get there first. So, like, there's other little things when talking about strats for stages and where you can have the most time save, and I know that this is, like... Well, I'm not even doing this as well as I could right now, because I'm thinking about other things. I think I realized the other day that if I go through that, wait for them to fall off, and then use balloon, it's probably slightly faster, but then I get to this screen, and I don't know what to do. I hate that that enemy is immediately at the turn left point. Nice. Ha! Triple balloon. I don't even have 3 balloons. That's probably because I'm getting the health. Yo, apparently there's a raid. Supersonic, thank you for the raid. The host, whatever it is we're doing today. I'm sorry you did not bless this run with a good pattern. Welcome aboard, everybody. Alright. We're losing time. On RNG alone, we're losing time. It's gonna be hard to find some of that time. Oh. That's why, like, if I ever actually get a 37, I feel like I'm done, because it's gonna be like, yeah, I'm not figuring out the rest of Square Machine and everything else. At least until somebody figures out how to, like, actually manipulate Square Machine to do what we want. I think the strat on this screen is actually to stand still to reduce lag. I'm not sold on the ring refill strats yet. Granted, I need to actually understand what the deal is with them. Once you see unhappy top corner of cloud, you cannot unsee unhappy top right corner of clouds. Thank you for the refill, game. Baby farts are the next sound on the list, by the way, that are hilarious. Is that game? It's game. All right, good. We can stop watching the baseball game now. Mega Man 1 through 5 on Game Boy, probably not happening for a little while. Alright. Got the lag pattern there. Roach twins. Makes sense, honestly. Alright, actual PB attempt. First run in a while, we're going without getting the weapon energy there. Thanks, Mello. Get off of them! We need to keep going! Get off the ladder! It's like, I need to find my center. Find the con, and then do the balloon jump. Balloon jump from 1 point. Yo, the reference. Oh. It's here. It's here. Mega Man 5 reference. Dr. Wily song. Yo! No damage in that room. That never happens. In before I fall on spikes. Or jump into spikes, as it would be. That I don't care as much about. That's just annoying. Underwater. I say this all the time. For somebody who's really like nervous about his D-pad and not being able to slide or sliding unnecessarily, I'm awfully brave 2 feet under the spikes. That was very delayed for summoning Rush, and I actually forgot to at first, and at the last minute remembered, oh. Good. A little longer than I'd like, but we got him. I can't look at my time anymore. I need to just go. Feels weird to actually be playing Wily 2 for the first time in I don't know how long. And by I don't know how long, I mean a couple of days. This is like the first meaningful time I'm playing it in a while, though. Let's lose some time right there. Drops. I was thinking about switching straight to ring on that. Early split, I feel like. How did I play so poorly and save time? Alright. Well, now to get wrecked by RNG. And just say, well, it was almost a good run. And then Drillman dove literally 5 times. And then Dustman sucked 20 times. Don't ask me how he sucked 20 times. I mean, I know I should have killed him by then, but you know how it is. Sometimes you just can't ram your rings. I'm gonna just talk like this through the entire refight section, I guess. Was this the same voice? I feel like this might have been the voice. Slide, Mega Man. Come on. We need to save time. Chat, please stop me. This is just gonna keep going. I don't know what this even is. Ooh. All right. Skullman! Buddy! The true one who's going to destroy the run here is actually Skullman. Oh boy. Skullman is actually playing along with the game. We've got a couple of robots here. So dive is scripted. Because I took the hit, I basically need to get a life refill. Cool. Alright. Place your bets. I love that everybody tries to find a way to use Toad in the challenges in Legacy. There's one. Nice. Now, the first run I had after, I think, a 39-19, I immediately did a run back, and it got all the way to dust, and I think I have it highlighted, where I got sucked 6 times in a row. Like, it was awful. Goomba wins a prize. This run PBs, maybe I owe Goomba a sub. Oh my god. Let's not remember that sub, Riley. Nobody wants to remember that dust. Well, I got 2 sucks, but I had the health to deal with it. We're in the teleporter before 4. We're at 359, but this is still a little sketchy. Get off the screen, Dr. Wily! Get off the screen! Remember that PB where I threw a shirt across the room? There's a baby in the path of that now, and I don't have a second shirt on, so it's not happening. That was a terrible worm corridor. I'm a good influence on my son. Oh boy. Oh. I'm not young. Yo, that moves up a couple of spots, actually. This is now the lowest 39. Sup, pot? Well, I'm glad I basically kept the run even enough that a good Wily 4 did it. Alright. We had 1 total drill dive across the run. 2 sucks in the second dust fight. First dust, he just stood there. There's still a bunch of pixels I'm not finding, so it's like free time if I just do that. This was not bad. I know my runs of this game are good, and it's like a couple of key spots. I got a semi-quick Dust Crusher. Well, this is fun, because like the 8 is as bad as things got, and I think that plus 8 is just a terrible Skullman. There are like 1 or 2 iffy things in that stage, like I missed a lot of balloon jumps, and then Skullman gave me the Barrier of Destiny. Square Machine was 3x3. I had the worst possible square machine. Yeah. Well, my Wily RNG in previous runs was terrible. Like, I had this series of runs where I could not get a 3-cycle or even a 4-cycle Wily. And then I'd have to, like, pause to not run out of Pharaoh to get another shot in. And that's why I just saved 10 seconds on Wily 4. It's like, all I had to do was keep the run going to here and then save time. So, Skullman had bad RNG. Brightman, I feel like it was just a shoddy fight with a little bit of screwy RNG, but it wasn't a bad stage. Ring was good. I actually have a PB with a good ring now. That's scary. Dust was good. Skull, we went over. Dive was fine. I guess dive, like, I have to eventually figure out... Like, I have to go back and watch Chelney's video for intermediate versus expert strats and figure out why the switch to Skull early. Is it just to use Bright on the Stomper? Or am I missing something else? Is there, like, a lag thing? I mean, that's why I need to watch it. Drill had no dives. I feel like my drill stage is slowly getting better. Not Riley, thank you for the bits. Oh wait, that was it. I'm not on my channel. I'll handle Kumba later. I owe Kumba a prize. Toad was apparently gold. Don't know what happened there. Cossack 1 was good. Cossack 1 was not good. I wasted like 3 extra rings on that boss. I need to just figure out how to fight the boss of Cossack 1, whatever that Mothula thing is. Cuz it's like my fight is awful there. Like I can't get a ring until it goes up and then down again. I can never hit it on the way up. Again, 3x3 square machine, so that was a massive time loss. I think the split that we're +4 over is +3 on a 1x2. So, yeah. Yeah. It's +4 itself, that split. I don't know what it is anymore. I thought it was a 3x2. Maybe it's not. Auto-scroller, we got the lag pattern. Break split. Yeah, Cossack 4 was fine. Wily 1, I actually got through the 3rd screen of the stage. This is the 2nd room that actually has enemies in it without taking damage, which never happens. I would like to credit that with actually having a good time in that stage on top of having a good pattern from the Big Met Daddy. Wily 2, I felt was actually bad, but it saved time. Wily 2 might be one of those, like, stages I'm losing more time in than I think I am. Even, like, with today, like, I've got to look at that more later. Gold refights. Shoutouts to gold refights, because I was thinking the whole time, I'm up against the gold refight split. What am I going to do? And we got one drill dive, even with 2 dust sucks, because everything else was good. I had basically full health and was able to just tank the hits. Skullman gave us the skull barrier where if you blink, you missed it. So it's like he made up for his earlier transgressions there. And that was that. Pharaoh Man jumped over and never moved again. That's actually, I feel like, the bigger thing in refights. Like it's obviously not the biggest thing, but it's like if Pharaoh Man decides to play nice, it's really helpful to what you're doing. Oh boy. Where are we going? Where are we going? We're going to Colonel Fatso, because I can't keep the family up all night. I'm not making fun of you. I'm smiling here. Tell him we got 3905. Tell him we got it. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for dropping in.